Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hey, Sean.
Yes, speaking.
This is Beverly. Just checking in. It looks like you've been online browsing at some homes in Milton and Mississauga. I'm just wondering what your
Correct,
situation is. What's your current situation, Sean?
You know what? Actually, this week is actually not a good time. Just like a passing of someone actually today.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so you know what? I'm just gonna give you, or even like by Tuesday would be fine if you can give me a call back.
Absolutely, Sean. You go and take care of yourself, and I'll have Asya give you a call back. I work with her, and she'll be the agent calling you back just to get some info, okay?
All right, appreciate it.
And blessings to you. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye. Wow.
So that wasn't actually bad because he gave you a day to actually give him a call back that he should be better to actually talk with. But this is where probably, Asta, you have issues with getting them to answer the second time. Yes.
It's absolutely perfect that this came up because it gives us a really good point to talk about because, you know, honestly, this is where I failed. Because I'm like, oh, I like the new, I like the first point of contact. It's more fun because it's more of a challenge. Now it's like, okay, now it's not so fun because he told me to call back. But how oxymoronic is that because we want business?
Mm-hmm.
We really have to force our brains to say, this is where I want to spend my time. Because what's going to happen now is we tend to create this story in our mind about how this is going to play out. And when he doesn't answer the phone when you call on Tuesday, the story continues. And it's usually not a good story because we tend to love to go down the negative path to say, well, you know, you don't want to talk to me. And this is where we have to be really conscious of our thoughts. To say, this dude just had someone in his life pass away and he still said, call me back next Tuesday. What we have to remember is we are not a priority yet in this man's life. We don't know where he is in the process. We don't know anything about him. Had it been any other reason than a death, I probably would have asked a few more questions, but I wanted to respect the fact that he was so upfront and you could tell he was being honest about it. So I just kind of let it go when he said, just call me back. So the chances, and Asti, I'm just gonna ask you, what do you think the odds are of him answering the phone on Tuesday when you call back?
Very good.
Higher because he answered the phone pretty much right away and he was eager to have a conversation. The average callback, what are the odds of someone answering the phone?
50-50.
Exactly. And when they don't answer the phone, what are the odds that we're going to attempt to call back again?
Less.
Exactly. And that's where when we're trying to increase our closing ratios, this is where we can increase. And that is by having just great systems. Because when we make that first initial phone call and we get to this place, we want to make sure that we do our due diligence. And the only reason I say that is if you've heard me make phone calls before, you've heard on the other end of the phone, oh, I just purchased a house last month. Well, it's like, oh my gosh, I missed it. But just imagine if you could go back to the lead and look at your call history. And you could say, I did everything I could. There was no way I could have even possibly gotten a hold of this person to make it happen. What a difference that makes in our confidence. So let's just use Sean as an example. You call Sean on Tuesday, you leave a voicemail, say, hey, Sean, it's Asia. I'm hoping things are going well for you. I know you had someone pass last week. It's, you know, I'm just checking in on your home search and just wanted to connect. Feel free to call me back. I'll check in with you in a few days. Call him in a few days. Remembering we're not a priority yet and it may not have been a good time. And we have to consciously remember how we answer the phone. If it's not a good time, we don't know what's happening in the rest of our day. So let's say you call him at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, same-ish time that we called today. And he's picking kids up from school, and his kid just got in trouble at school today, and he had to reprimand his child, and his child's having a meltdown on the way home, and then he gets home and his wife's doing this, and then they have dinner. We just never know what's going on in someone's life that they don't call you back. We have to subconsciously remember when we answer our phone or when we don't answer our phone, what are we doing when we're calling back or not calling people back? So just thinking that always in your mind to go, oh, well, we don't know what's going on with his day. So you follow up with him in a few days. I would always leave voicemails with someone that I've made contact with. Because I don't know, I find it almost rude if you don't leave the voicemail in today's day and age if you've already had contact with somebody.